everybody, this video is about how to cure depression without drugs, and I say drugs because it's not medication, because medication is a cure. I say drugs because drugs cover up the symptoms. Usually my videos are about touring with bicycles, but today I've decided to change that just for a few videos because I want to help people, because I saw a status of mine from 2012 when I had depression, social anxiety, delusional paranoia and a lot of other screwed up symptoms. So I want to help other people because I looked at this status and it's, you know, one of these statuses where it's like, oh, I'm going to delete certain people because and I looked at it and I just cringed, and that's one of the things that I will speak about during these videos, is doing statuses like these, because if you fear people avoiding you, posting things like that is definitely going to make things a whole lot worse. I can assure you from past experiences. Learn from my mistakes. But anyway, to get straight to the point, I'm going to introduce myself, how I got depression, the symptoms and everything I had along with depression, and maybe you can compare it to yourselves, and this way you know that that I actually suffered with this, so I can show you from experience on how to fix yourself. So, about myself and the depression that I had, delusional paranoia, and I'm going to read it off from this list so that I can make this videos faster. So I've only got 15 minutes for each video, and I'll try and make the stats on how to fix yourself at the end of this video, and then I'll go into more detail in other videos, so there'll be video 1, video 2, video 3, Anyway, so what happened to me? Well, I was bullied since a young age, from the age of 5 years old until way later, way past college, into adult life, because I wasn't standing up for myself, basically. I started traveling later, and then I started seeing the world and saw how awesome it was, and then when I got stuck in Shetland, Shetland's a lovely place, but it's hard to travel from, and as a traveller, as a person who loves to travel even, that was a really big thing for my depression. I saw no advancements in life. I wasn't trying to put myself anywhere further forward, which was a big problem. Didn't see any way out. Felt imprisoned within my own mind and within this island, and I just gradually got worse and worse and worse, to the point where I almost lost my last job that I had, which was really bad. That's when I hit really rock bottom. So the symptoms that I had was like a severe depression and everything that goes along with it. Delusional paranoia. That was really bad because that lost me a lot of friends. Blackouts, they were really bad because I could have been injured in my job. Sleep paralysis, which was more during my time when I was working in a hotel. But that was really bad. Social anxiety, I basically couldn't walk into a shop with any more than 3 people in it. That was... can't even believe that now, considering I'm traveling around the world meeting random people all the time. Every single place I stay is through couch surfing, so I'm meeting a new host nearly every 2 to 3 days, or I think the longest I've ever settled in a place is about 7 days with a different person. Hello everybody, as you'll see, a different background. I've moved to a new place during the cycle tour. Back to the subject on how to fix yourself. First of all, speak with family. Tell them that you think you have depression, social anxiety or delusional paranoia. That's the 3 things we'll be covering in this, because that are the 3 things that I suffered with. So these I can help you from experience. So after you've spoken to your family, go and speak to a doctor for a proper diagnosis. Do not take the drugs, just get the diagnosis and we'll try and progress through this. But if you really are struggling, then ask for counselling, and if you really have to take the drugs. But I don't recommend it because I've seen people close to me that have been taking stronger and stronger and stronger drugs and not dealing with your issues. Dealing with your issues is the biggest part, because that's the reason, well, why I turned out the way I was. So, the next step is avoid alcohol at all costs until you've fully recovered, until you've made very stable foundations. Make a goal and targets. This will increase your self-worth. It doesn't have to be a massive goal. It can be something like progressing at your work. For me, let's go into my experiences. My goal was originally to move to Glasgow with my friend Ryan to start a new life and to try and progress myself and make life better. But my plan changed into this bike tour, which I'm currently on at the moment. I'm in Denmark, as I think I said at the start of this video, and I'm making my way north to Hirtshals to start a new life, and maybe to start my own business later. Doing these goals and targets will increase your self-worth. It'll make your brain think of ideas and progression rather than depressive thoughts. But part of that is going to changing your mentality and also solving your problems at the same time. So the next thing is, though, a good thing to actually do is, if you can't reach everybody at one time, a good way to do it is on Facebook. And keep this short. Mine, I'm going to give you mine. And basically what it is post a status saying, "Hello everyone, I've been diagnosed with depression or social anxiety or the delusional paranoia," because that's the only ones that I can cover. Thank you everyone for previous support and for being so patient with me during this time. I hope to become I hope to make a swift recovery and hope to become a happier and more progressive person. And then this way people can see that you're trying to help yourself to make yourself better, which is really good. Now the next area is about changing your perspective, forgiving and asking for forgiveness. Because during my depression, my delusional paranoia, I lost a lot of friends because of things that I was doing during my depression, and even with the social anxiety and everything mixed. So I had to forgive a lot of people that wronged me, and I also had to ask for forgiveness from people who I hurt during my depression. I did hurt a lot of people. So I'm going to end this with the video, and we'll go on to this by looking at my phone from a previous status that I did about trying to help people with depression, social anxiety and delusional paranoia. So forgiveness and asking for forgiveness. This was actually a massive step for my anxiety. Now I'm having to translate this from Shetland dialect into English, so be patient with me. If you let go of all your grudges, because you do get them when you have depression sometimes, let go of all your grudges, because this will ease a lot of weight off your shoulders. Forgive everybody that's wronged you. It doesn't matter how wrong it is, because I'm going to say, when I was bullied, there were some really fucking shit things done to me when I was young. But I forgave all, and because I really let go of all those grudges, as they say about the burning coal in your hand or holding a weight, eventually, let's put this into perspective. Let's say that this is all these things that you're holding, and your arm is your depression. The longer you hold it, the more painful it's going to get, and the longer it'll take to recover. If you let this go, say you've been doing it for a long time, it's going to take a longer time for your arm to recover. but you will recover. Now, asking for forgiveness. I hurt a lot of people during my depression and my delusional paranoia. So I had to ask for forgiveness, and from each person that I asked for forgiveness, it really decreased my paranoia, and it really got rid of my anxiety. And every single time I asked, sometimes I got it, sometimes I didn't, but I did what I could, and I said that I would try and make it up to them. For every person that I did ask for forgiveness, it took a lot of weight off my shoulders because I was thinking about it less. I did what I could. So yeah, that's a major thing for progression. Being kind to others, and by being kind I mean being helpful, or even in what you say or your actions is helpful, truthful, or kind. Now, sometimes when you tell the truth it hurts people, but in the end it's helpful, and to end up with, hopefully they'll see that you're being kind. Generally by doing this, you, since you've done the forgiveness and asking for forgiveness, you know that you can have a clear conscience because you're always being kind. And that's really good for your paranoia, and also for your social anxiety and your depression. In this section, not sure if paranoid or if someone has a problem with you. Now, as I said in the last section, if you've done the forgiveness and asking for forgiveness and you've always been kind, then generally you pretty much know that it's not you that's the problem, but we'll go through this as I've written it so I don't waffle, as always. So, not sure if paranoid or someone has a problem with you. Speak to them. Do it right away. I know this one is tough. The longer you leave it, the worse it's going to get. If you speak with that person and all is well, it's done and it's dusted. Off your mind. That's another thing off your mind and another bit off your shoulders. If they do have a problem, and this is something past the line that has not been resolved, sort it out peacefully. Speak about it, make up for whatever you did or whatever you did not do, and just set things right. And if it's just the case that they're an asshole, leave it there. So that's the end of video part 1. In the next video, which will be Depression Without Drugs, part 2. What will be in that video is about acceptance, politically correctness, and constructing strong individuals. Also, it'll be about not giving a fuck and doing what makes you happy as long as you're being kind, and generally not caring about what other people say, providing that you're not being an asshole. If you're not being an asshole, feel free to do what you want. If I have more time in that, I will also speak about things that should not be on social media, but it's your free will, you can post it if you want. And also about the loss of a loved one if I have time. If not, it'll be in part 3. One thing I forgot to say is that if I haven't explained something properly, or perhaps you'd like me to expand on a certain area that's been covered during this video or videos, then please leave feedback and comments down, so this way I can expand. Or maybe you've had a problem with something I've said, please do comment so I know how to fix it or to expand, or if there's a particular subject that you need help with, then I'm happy enough to make another video. If I'm not sure what to do, then I'll try and point you in the direction of where you can go to try and seek help for such a thing. I can only speak about my experiences. I'll try and put myself into other people's shoes. I'll try and put myself into your shoes. And anyway, so please do give comments. If you have a friend that's suffering from depression, please feel free to share this video with them, and I really hope that it helps them. Part 2 will be coming up soon.